Today we have a great opportunity to be here and ask a few questions Professor Dr. Serdar Güner, following his contribution on topic the effect of religion on foreign policy. And we would like to start directly with questions connected to this topic. How does the foreign policy actually connect to the diversity of religions in a region? Or put it in simpler, in other words, in a region with diverse religions in different states.
Take the Middle East, for example.
Yeah, exactly.
Take the Middle East. What do you have in the Middle
Does
East?
Yes. Does it influence the foreign policy of state?
Well, of course.
Of course. And
Of course.
for example,
In what
for
way?
Turkey.
For Turkish foreign policy, it's sure. It influences. Why? Because there's a distinct history of Turkey in this area of the world, correct? So there's a long history of relationships between Turkey and the Middle Eastern countries, long before we are the Turkish Empire. Now that view, that Islamic view, Islamic religion, that is somehow have an effect upon Turkish foreign policy, and how other Middle Eastern peoples they're perceiving Turkish people. For example, if I go as a Turk in Syria today, I don't know what's going on because we have some conflict with Syria right now. But if I go to Saudi Arabia, I don't know, or Egypt, it's fine. I mean, if I go to Tunisia, they will love me.
Okay.
So this is the effect of religion upon not foreign policy but upon human relations. In fact, foreign policy. What is foreign policy? It's a human relationship.
Does Islam actually influence foreign policy of Turkey more when AK Party is in a government?
Yes. Okay. You're right. So why is as I explained in my thing is that they have to assess that there is a high subjective likelihood of achieving some gains through the new foreign policy. And why do they think so? Because they believe that if they achieve success, that will be success for Turkey, and success for Turkey means success for Islam and for the Islamic world. Imagine that Turkey becomes a member of the European Union one day. I don't believe that is going to happen. Anyway.
Okay.
Well, if it becomes a member of the European Union, that will be the only sole Muslim member of the European Union. That's a big success for other countries in the world. But already Turkey is a big success in economics. Look what happens to Greeks and then what happens to Irish people and Portuguese and Italians and Spanish and so on and so on. And look as Turkey as the 16th economy in the world, achieving high gains. Maybe Turkey will not really need to be engaged in the European Union no more. It will be quite an important economic power.
But it already is.
It's already a big success for Islam, and many countries now they're taking as an example Turkey, of course. I mean, this is it's by no chance. Yes. What else? Qu'est-ce que vous allez me poser comme question?
More concerning cultural diplomacy, do you see any correlation between religion and cultural diplomacy?
I don't know what exactly cultural diplomacy is. What is cultural diplomacy?
Exchange of culture. Would you say?
I can just talk about these things on the basis of my own personal experiences because I'm a Muslim. I lived in Geneva for 12 years in Switzerland. So when I know that when people some people when they heard me that I'm Turkish, they put a distance. So that exchanges among people could provide some people to draw some lessons. So you have some personal experiences with other people in Europe, and you come back home and look, I met those people from Slovakia, and they were so kind to me. They were Christian, they were Slovak, and they were quite nice to me as Turkish. But if I were in France, for example, I said something about Armenians. They threatened me to put in prison, Sarkozy want to put us all in prison because the genocide and so on and so on. These are types of personal experience do you have? So what was the initially the thing? Is that cultural diplomacy?
Is there a correlation?
Yes, cultural. What is diplomacy anyway? What diplomacy is? A communication.
Yeah.
Communication. The art of communication is diplomacy. You communicate with people. When you go, you communicate. When you go to France, you communicate with people. When I go to France, I feel like at home because I speak French.
Okay. So
I'm quite ace with the French culture, with my own French culture in Turkey. When I behave like this, and people that, oh, what are you doing? What's this? This is not really a Turkish way to acting, but I feel like Swiss, in fact, from Geneva. Geneva.
Okay. Do you have any more questions?
Are these 6 questions?
No, but you didn't answer. You made many answers already. That's why.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Again, about cultural diplomacy, because ICT is about cultural diplomacy. How important is, in your opinion, the role of cultural diplomacy in Turkish foreign policy? Do you think cultural diplomacy plays an important role in Turkish foreign policy?
Well.
We may
You can
connect
think.
it.
You can think. Think about now. Turkish foreign policy. Now Turkey becoming quite active in Africa, in Sudan, in countries like that. They're finding water for people. They're giving some shelter, food to people, and they have some interactions like this. So that's going to have some good effects upon those people's perception of Turks. Those good perceptions of Turks upon Sudanese people, say, going to affect upon Turkish foreign policy. More cooperative you become, there will be more cooperation is going to come from the other side. There will be some kind of reciprocity. Over time, maybe it's going to go on, unless some shock is going to happen. I don't know. So you can have that, of course. I mean, but the concepts, Pauline, concepts must be defined precise way. And after definitions, we have to understand what are the assumptions behind those definitions. And then after itemizing the list of relationships, we can think about the relations. Otherwise, if the question is so open, it could be quite difficult to answer that question. Am I right? What was your name again?
My name's Rudolf.
Rudolf?
Yes.
Rudolf, oh.
Okay, I would like to break the line of cultural diplomacy questions. And I would like to ask, since the great majority of population in Turkey are Muslim,
Yes.
does this fact play one of paramount roles in prospects of Turkey becoming EU member?
Of course. The prospects of Turkey becoming no EU member, yes.
Yes, but when we look, for example, at Albania,
Yeah.
they
70% of people are Muslim, yes. Okay.
yes, and actually they have more or less clear European perspective, or in other words, some kind of promise that there will be no problem with Albania because they are Muslim. So what's the difference between Albania and Turkey?
Look, Rudolf, look at the historical process. The first enlargement, who became members of the European Union? Your country, Czech Republic, right? Hungary, Poland, correct? And then you had the Romania, then you had Bulgaria, correct? Something like that, if I remember well. Enlargement of EU. First enlargement, second enlargement, and so on and so on. I mean, the first. I think about the Eastern and Central European states, like yours, Slovakia, right?
Yes, but it definitely was not first or second enlargement.
I don't care about that. Well, it's enlarged, but your country is now a member of the European Union. When did we become a member?
2004. So
2004, yes, 2004. What else? Who else became members of the European Union? Czech Republic.
yes.
What else?
Okay, so
Who
we
else?
have
Poland.
V4.
I try to remember.
Okay.
Poland, Czech Republic,
Hungary.
Hungary, Slovak Republic,
Yeah.
Slovenia,
Yes. Baltic states.
Baltic states,
These are free.
Greek,
yes.
Cyprus,
yes,
of
yes.
course,
And
the
Malta,
big,
and
yes,
that's
Malta,
it.
yes. And the second one was you had Romania,
And Bulgaria.
Bulgaria. That's all.
Yeah.
Do you have Albania in the list?
No.
No, of course not. Why? Why do you think? Why do you think that Albania is not in the process?
Yes, but if you look at the map, actually there was Greece a long time ago. And
Oh,
Greece
why
is
not?
not that far from Turkey. So,
Not that
You
far
know.
from Turkey? What does it mean?
yes, in geographical meaning, is it?
Okay, okay.
And of course, also Turkey was not part of the communist bloc, as for example
No.
Slovakia was. So
of course.
these circumstances are totally different.
Yes. So, therefore, conclusion, Rudolf?
So the conclusion is that it doesn't have to play a really big role that we are more to the east because Greece was already there. And Turkey was almost on par with Greece. When we look at NATO, for example, you
Oh,
became members at the
So
same
what
time.
are you asking exactly? What is the question exactly, Rudolf? Why Turkey did not become a member of the European Union?
No,
or why
why
did
Turkey-
Greece
No,
became
my
a
question
member,
was, since both Turks and Albanians are Muslim, why
Uh-huh.
Turkish position is worse?
Oh, no, because of the history. Look, when did we apply to become member of the European Union? 1959.
Okay, everybody here is
How
telling
many years? 50 years now? Almost half a century? Who the hell cares now about the European Union? 50 years? And then we're trying to get the members of the European Union and always saying no, yes, no. We're doing this and that, and it will be, what was that, the report of the, what was that report, always a report on the,
You mean annual report maybe?
Maastricht, yes, not the, what was the other one? Some criteria, Copenhagen
Yes,
criteria,
yes,
so
of
on,
course.
blah, 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 blah. The reports of 10,000 pages and 100,000 pages and like that in Turkey. But when it comes to Bulgaria, Romania, okay. So what counts in European Union? It counts individual European Union members of perception and ability to influence decision-making process. If you want this, get it. If you do not want this, they can say to Turks, now you're going to jump, now we're going to make the jump from the 100 meters to the little swimming pool. Next 10 years, you're going to make the jump from the 200 meters to the swimming pool. I didn't like the way you jumped. You should waving your hands a little. Next time you're going to, things like that. I mean, this is the perception of Turkish people.
Mhm.
I'm the example of that perception. And like me, there's a high majority of Turks in Turkey living in that and perceiving like this. When I say, well, European Union, what the hell am I going to do with the Greeks, with the Bulgarians, with the Romanians, and Slovaks, and Czechs, and Germans, and French, and British, and all these, and blah, 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 blah. And everyone is eating the same tomatoes, same cucumber, the same thing. And there are many things. Okay, fine. Okay, good. There are good things. I mean, democratic rights and blah, 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 blah. I don't know the problem with Bulgaria. What is democratic rights over Bulgaria? Human rights records of those countries. But the thing is that, Rudolf, if the EU wants, then a country to become a member, then that country becomes a member. If the EU does not want, then that country. So what's the difference between Albania and Turkey? Turkey tries to become a member for over the 50 years. It is not. What is the process? The process is this. There are two types of people in the European Union with respect to Turkey. Germany, France, Angela Merkel, Nicolas Sarkozy. They said, no. You will be privileged partners. Set aside. Okay, I don't care about that. I mean, it's fine with me. Unfortunately, we had the customs union agreement. We should get rid of that agreement anyway, first of all.
Mhm.
And now the other one is what was that? The other one is
Maybe Britain.
and Great Britain, Swedes, and all those Nordic guys there.
Mhm.
Large school
Italy.
and so- they
Italy
drink
would like to
vodka,
get
and there's a
everyone.
nice snowing over there, and there's some sunshine sometime over time and over there. So those countries, they want Turkey. It's fine. And so there are 5 million people or 10 million people. What's 5 million, 10 million people? The population of Ankara. Okay, so there's some kind of division between European Union. Germany, France, Austria, I don't know, maybe the Czech Republic, Austria, they don't want Turkey. Why does Austria not want Turkey to become member of the European Union?
Okay,
I'm
you're right.
sure that about the historical experience. You came here twice to take to Vienna
Yes,
and
yes,
blah, blah,
exactly.
blah, blah, blah,
Yes,
blah.
and now we will
And
give
we-
it for free, right? Yes.
Who the hell
I
cares
really-
about Vienna? I was in Vienna. It's a nice city, but I don't. Okay, fine. There's a good coffee and good cookies over there, good cakes. Okay, it's fine. But with Albania, the poor guys, they were communists. They were separated from the communist thing. So the Albanian Communist Party was some Stalinist guys, and they had the journal Zeri Popullit and so on.
Yeah,
and so
they didn't invite Czechoslovakia in '68, right?
So these guys, they have a different history than Turkey with respect to the European Union. They are new.
And they are actually quite small when you compare to Turkey.
Quite, it's like the half of Ankara.
Yeah.
Maybe. So think about again, why did, for example, in Kosovo people were decimated, killed, at genocide, and so on, and then the European countries, they were just watching. Ah, really? What are we going to do? Right? Those things. I mean, the religion is a very important weight in international politics, especially in Europe, because Europe was the central theater for that colonialism of French and British and all those Austrians. No, little, some kind of Central European
Netherlands, Portugal,
Netherlands,
Spain.
yes, the Netherlands. Those are little country, and they had some kind of colonialism and so on. And the white man's burden. We have to show those guys Spanish.
Portugal, Brazil.
Bow against the cross. Aztecs, poor guys, they don't know anything to do with that. What do? They bring in some diseases and something like that. And it's white man's burden. Still in the genes of European populations.
Okay. Thank you very much.
These are my answers to questions that I did not really understand, because somehow I had to. Very good.
Okay, thank you very much.
Rudolf, I'm sorry if I was too brief and I was too clear and quite like this blunt. Hein? Je suis direct.
Ah, mais on attend aussi ça déjà, parfois.
D'accord. Je ne peux pas vraiment jouer avec les mots. Oui.
Mais non, mais c'est vrai que tout est très strict et diplomatique.
Ok, merci bien.
Yes.